I was mortal once. A prince then. A prince now. I am the God Slayer!
Welcome back everyone to Total Warhammer 3 in part 4 of our Kevin the Daemon Prince, SFO Grimmhammer and Old World campaign. In today's episode we are here at the Gore Hunt Hall where the Ancestral Throng has unfortunately jumped on through in the underway as I feared, and they've come on after our most undefended settlement here. So instead of just taking the auto-resolve as we were, which will just lose all of our troops and they will lose almost nothing, I'm going to see if we can take down these gyrocopters with the brimstone guns and then anything else that we might manage to at least whittle down to very, very low. Forcing Grimmhammer to stay here for a few turns, while Kevin himself can finish off the Nurgle faction and come on over to help out in the fight. So let's kind of take a quick look. It's just kind of an open map. We'll see if we can draw the gyrocopters into a fight they don't want and then punish them with the Furies. Let's get to it. Okay. Is there any set of trees we can hide the baseline troopers in? Yeah, probably over here on this side. We want them to know where one of them is, that way they bring the brimstone gun on over. So why can't both of you hide? There we go. And then the Seekers should stay hidden the entire time, and we're going to bring them over to try to take down those Drake guns. Normies. Let's get this battle going. We'll bring all of the Furies back on this side of the map. A couple of them spread on out. You can't hide the Furies at all, but that's alright. Bring it on, Dawi. Bring the Furies back ourselves. Looks like they're going to go wide and try to scout any of our hidden units, which is a very fair tactic. Let's bring that all on wide. Gyrocopters will be much faster than the rest of his forces. Bring most of the lads up. Flynn is also to try to use her to deal with the Runesmith. She'll absolutely lose in a fight to Grombrindle himself. But the Runesmith we might be able to beat. Bring them around. We're not going to go for the attack order yet. Looks like they're going to happily sacrifice those gyrocopters. You back over here in the middle. Let's go for it. Not sure what the plan is. They're likely going to try to draw us back towards their line. Go for shots here. It's going to be a bad call. You are doomed. The idea is just to flee back to the crossbows. Might be able to do it. Let's see. They are back in range. Let's keep some of these Furies back. In fact, we'll bring the guns with them if we can. And the strategy was trying to pull our Furies back where the crossbows were. In March, the Dwarf Great Warriors, they differ. Warriors with great weapons, they definitely know where our Demonettes are hiding. Coming back this way. Oh, those Furies took a lot of damage from those brimstone guns. Alright, well, that's who they're going to defend at all costs. We'll just bring everyone else over. Do lots of rotating with the Demonettes. Throw the lash through this group of Great Weapon Warriors. We're going to get all of the kills simply because of how the Dawi are. Keep bringing them away. Or we can disrupt their formation, the better. You come back out and around. We'll bring the Seekers as well. Grombrindle's going to attempt to chase her down. We'll just keep the Demonettes running. They're much quicker. We need to wait for that prime opportunity to deal with the brimstone guns here. Send you in and keep you running away. They're going to go for those shots. I don't think they have enough time. Furies, you have to move in and catch them. Use that speed. Bring the Seekers through. And let's keep rotating. Put another lash. Looks like a bunch of dwarf warriors. We'll go ahead and whip through here. Enjoy Slaanesh's exploded my eardrums. Hopefully that didn't do the same for you guys. Man, these gyrocopters are just fast enough to stay away from the Furies. That's pretty impressive. They got a little bit of damage, but start falling back now. Both impressive and annoying. Keep rotating your movement as much as possible. They're going to try to trap you back in the corner with the range units there. Even that's moving. You've completely rotated the sides here.
I can't stop.
And slow you down and go in for the kill. Where are you going, fool? I'll back away just for a moment, then charge in again. Keep those demonettes moving. We're gonna wear out the Dawi. Bring the Furies back. These Furies out of the fight. And you as well. Find your way out while you can. Furies move up and go after these gyrocopters. They want to stop you from escaping. Go for it. They drop bombs, doing nothing. Seekers are devastating the crossbows, although they just got a very accurate dose of explosives themselves. Keep on moving. Go after the backline cleverly. And not quite there. You go after them. Keep chasing those gyrocopters well off the map. That's the one unit I think we can deal with. Keep moving. You guys come on back in and hit the back of these quarrelers. These demonettes are doing a very good job of kiting the Dawi around. They'll be good and tired. Damage can be pretty devastating. We do need to try to land and do as much as we possibly can to them before the Furies land. Get more damage to ours, but crash in and eviscerate that group. Gyrocopter's getting torn to pieces. The Quarrelers is gone immediately. Switch over fast. We'll have the Furies get up and out of the fight. Come on, Seekers, finish off these Thunderers. Keep retreating. We successfully sniped out one unit. Everyone else keep moving. We did take some damage. Now you're all alone. Set all three of these Furies after the gyrocopters. Make sure they are gone. Finish off these Quarrelers. Since they're in our territory, they won't be able to replace them very easily at all. Our Demonettes keep moving in, and they can actually clobber this unit of Thunderers. Keep moving. 15 Quarrelers left. Right, now let's get one more acquiescence here on this poor Runesmith. A little bit too slow.
I am ready. Delightful.
Alright, gyrocopters are caught. These Dawi warriors are moving a little bit quicker than even I would have expected. You fall in the initial volley. Most of them make it on in though. The Naruto run gives them 100% extra speed. Go ahead and turn and go after these dwarf warriors. You all keep rotating. Keep the Seekers moving. And we'll just sacrifice that unit of Demonettes. That works.
The aesthetics are lethal.
Pull you on away. Keep the most healed of our Furies who are to help out with these Dawi warriors. Hit him with a whip too, just for good measure. Next, you all come on over and help out. Slam into these Dawi warriors. Keep you all moving. I don't know if we're gonna get the flamethrower. They're doing a pretty good job of hiding it with the rest. Come on over and help. Everyone, all hands on deck. Those demonettes are being sacrificed.
Luscious demon.
That is a whole bunch of armor-piercing damage all at once. And as soon as their leadership breaks, their unit's gone.
Attack.
Excellent job on the distraction there, demonettes. That's 3 units broken. Slash is incredibly cheeky. With Slash right to the spine. I would run faster. If you're not going to turn and defend yourself. A couple more swings and she should finish that one off. Bring you all out of there, that way they're getting out of the way of the Seekers, who should be adept at ripping them to shreds. Even as you need to keep moving, you're going to get caught by those flamethrowers. That's going to be a bad time. One more good swing, and that finishes off the Rune Lord, the Rune Smith. Then we don't have to deal with the hero next time we're fighting. Come on away there, Furies. Plan is going to be trying to deal with these Iron Drakes. They've got flamethrowers and things. One more good swing finishes this Runesmith off.
I seek.
Maybe not. A few more good swings. They're quite sturdy. I want the Furies doing that. I just want the Seekers chasing them. And what we'll do is try to make sure, because these flamethrowers are coming after them aggressively. We'll now send the Fury squads over the top after the unit of Iron Drakes. That should be glorious. She definitely finished off the Runesmith. Let's go wide. Try to take out as many of these Dawi warriors as we could, but I don't know that we're going to get that many of them. Lure those flamethrowers a bit closer. Keep going wide. Absolutely nobody at the moment. You will have a terrible day. Retreat the Iron Drakes back behind the line. Very smart. Not sure how we managed to isolate them, though. Let's come in and try to get this group.
Faster, quicker.
While the Seekers keep eliminating the Wolf Warriors here, we'll have the weakened group, we'll have the Miners with the Blasting Chargers, and everyone else can go in after these Quarrelers.
Onward then.
Just avoid the Dawi. Instead of actually giving them the Lash, will weaken their overall melee defense.
I can't
Should be even better.
Yes.
Those Furies are being sacrificed. We're going to charge you through. How many Dawi are left here? 11? Not that many. Let's catch them into a melee, and then we'll bring... Come on, Furies, do your thing. Not the most dangerous, are they? The whip. Seekers will slam in while they're all laying down. And not get nearly as much damage as you would have hoped. Come on, rip them apart. And now run, because here comes Grumrindle. They did a very good job of keeping their flamethrowers away, although now they're pretty exposed. Now that everyone is in combat and they're gonna have a hard time actually getting away. Seekers come back. You should be much faster than Grumrindle, even still. Very long-winded defense battle here. Head up and over the top. The more damage we can get, the better. We're going to try to get these Demonettes to charge this group of Grumrindle's lads. Stop these blasting charge miners where you can. You guys just rip those Iron Drakes apart. No one else matters. Fantastic damage, too. Oh, we got caught by the miners. Run! Here comes Grumrindle, and he is very mad. He hasn't had to do this much jogging in so long. Just the amount of running they had to do is going in the Book of Grudges. I think we're going to lose the Furies before we get the Drakes. 10 of them left. Seekers slaughter those quarrelers. You just come on in and crash into these great weapon warriors there. If you run for as long as you can. Get our last charge. Like the absolute bitter end. Demonettes are fantastic at ripping through a line, but they really don't want to be in prolonged combat without some support. Here come the hammers to finish things off. Alright, Seekers are fighting the normal dwarf warriors now. Let's go ahead and give this one... Ooh. You can charge out of there and go after this group of Iron Drakes before it's game over. Do it. You boys better hope she goes back to the void. Turbo speed activated. Ooh, let's slide in, slaying a single one. How many more can you get? Oh, every kill is one step closer. Nope. That's all she had. Back to the void. And a valiant defeat. Alright, we managed to pull it to a valiant defeat, and if this happened to me as Grombrindle, I would might likely... Well, they didn't lose their gyrocopters fully or their Iron Drakes, so they can replenish those on up. You have a few turns before the ultimate confrontation, but they are now -1 Runesmith, which should make things a little bit easier on us. Alright, turn is back to our own, and the rite of Sotek has been performed there for the Ghost of Hotwax. Got the old snake slithering on around and biting people on the ankles who get too close. Right, well, she is now upon a Steed of Slash somehow. I guess just overall has an experience gain. Alright, Kevin.
Demon Prince.
We need to finish off this Nurgle faction quickly and then move to reinforce. I don't think Lao Tzu can hold him by himself.
Supreme Champion.
It is very unlikely that Grombrindle's actually going to move on us. So, Grandfather, enemy shall do. Decisive win with low casualties. Will we lose anyone? Looks like not this time, so we'll give this one to the auto-resolve on. Keep on moving. Got one under Siege, one under Nurgle. Let's go for the final settlement for Slaanesh. Vanguard. Have ourselves a couple Slaaneshi buildings. Slaanesh corruption just increases overall income, so it's always good to try to get that one as high as possible. We've got the Hounds of the Blood Hunt now, so the Flesh Hounds of Khorne. My favorite RR units. Khorne's loathing to see his chosen servants felled, but that cowardly practice of the arcane is made manifest with your Flesh Hounds mostly immune to hostile magic. Won't really help us against the Dawi at all. We will also get the Demon Spew. The zealousness of the Forsaken is especially great, and those were born in the macabre paradise of the Garden of Nurgle. Some blue horrors too. For these blue horrors, defense is the best offense, emitting chromatic barriers to render incoming attacks futile as they inflict their own. Law has been sent to history. Really funny that the blue horrors actually come in after these sour guts. What do these guys have extra going on for them? A barrier boost. They increase their own barrier replenish per second as we are casting spells. And then they have a 360-degree block. Ah. That's very nice. Okay, I can see why they're a little bit more elite in the RR upgrade pool. Well, I definitely want to have more range units for throwing down with Grombrindle. Our lads are going to get sliced right through. Hounds of the Blood Hunt, for their speed, are going to be great, but they absolutely would not be rolling in a Herald of Siege Charming. Neither would these guys, though, to be honest. Before we make that call, where is Grombrindle likely to attack? Like he can attack either one he wants. But I hold them off at either of these places. They have almost equal defenses, except for the Aceling's Conclave has some Bloodletters, which will be much better against the... Will rip right through Grombrindle's front line. Losing the Aceling's Conclave, though, would lose more of our gold. I think he's more likely to attack the Monolith of Valmir, though. This is a conundrum.
Hellish power.
Or making that a choice. Let's come on over. Anything give us more upkeep reduction for Zeech units? Reign of Chaos, extra 10% chance for Zeech rewards, more experience for Zeech units, and then more ammo and barrier points. That's pretty solid. Extra faction-wide spell resist up to 30%. Is that just for characters? Okay, if it was for all units, that'd be insane. Winged Warriors for more barrier and ammunition. Knowing Diplomat just increases our overall income. That's pretty awesome. It does look like in SFO here, he's definitely changed it. So that way we actually have some decent buffs from all of these. I think even in Basic, there are a lot more, in Vanilla rather, there are a lot more dedicated to specific gods. So the second tier is just upgrading kind of the demons you get. Could be remembering entirely wrong. Recruitment cost for all units. 40% drop. Rating and upkeep for core units. I'm thinking we're going to grab the Tempest of Transmutation now.
Daemon Prince.
The upkeep reduction would be great. Let's go for just kill here. An additional 2 to both the weapon strength and melee defense.
Kislev's fallen.
I would love for you to recruit up some more troops. The multicolored Furies of Doom. It would be probably hurt us in the long run. ROR here with Loud Sea. Let's grab the Chromatic Aberrations. Or kind of defensive missile unit.
Summon them.
And then we're going to come out of the Monolith of Volmir.
Why not?
Why not?
We
They're very slow in the Dawi. We'll try to ambush Grombrindle on his way over. If he goes after the Aceling's Conclave, there's not a lot we can do, but I'm going to fight that battle either way. Weaken them as much as we can. Newly claimed Monolith. We have absolutely nothing here. Cultist Camp of Furs is also a Nurgle-based building. Interesting. We don't have that many Nurgle units yet. All of them are Nurgly. And you don't gain any of the trade materials, of course. Okay, we'll wait on those then. How much are the just income buildings? Periods per turn sounds great too. Movement range, we'll just grab income here. And here both. Pink horrors in all of our defense spots.
No challenge.
Beautiful. Here in the Mountains of Hell, we'll have them start raising. I don't want them to have Slaaneshi praise. That way we can sprint back over for reinforcements. We're going to go have them extol Slaanesh. Unless that's anti. Plus 3%. Sweet. Raise Slaanesh. After that win, did we get anything neat? We've got some Slaaneshi desirable light greaves. Let's take a look. We've got the new Chaos Wings, which have us the Cascading Fire Cloak. And some more speed. I actually think I'm going to go for. We'll take off the Mortis effect and we'll give us another spell. Wings that are a little bit less ragged. And then for the Greaves, Onslaught, extra barrier, and then 10 armor. Or we could have Sinful Footing. 10 armor and extra speed. Never misses leg day, this chicken. The barrier is great. Somehow we're getting 250 additional hit points, but we only have... I guess it is depleted based on health as well, so let's grab a Sinful Footing for now, so we can move a little bit quicker. As long as the enemy presence is in range, we get 15% more speed and charge speed. Which is great. He's got better attack than most lords off the start here, especially all of the heroes in our side of town. Let's see if there's any allies we can make before we charge on over. You're fighting Kraka Ravensvak, and then Kraka Drak. Ooh, the old Norse dwarves. He is friends with the Steelfist Reavers.
Lover.
Alright.
Depravity reign.
Fearless and
Not a lot we can
unbreakable.
side with without handing some favor over, and I'm not keen on doing that. Alright then, laddies. Oh, we've got a new quest. Parchment and Ink. Oh, this is for the Blue Scribes. Capture 500 battle captives. Parchment has been seen falling from the skies over nearby battlefields. Scribblings upon them bind powerful magics into the pages, waiting to be unlocked by any who might claim them. Where they came from or why they litter the fields of war remains a mystery. Yet one thing is certain, every word brims with the Changer's arcane power. If the culprits behind this flurry of spells are ever to be located, questions must be asked. Perhaps those captured in battle may have tales to tell us. Yes, and if they don't, we'll break out the lemon juice and barbed wire. 500 battle captives, and Grombrindle chose to stay and do some recruiting. Or just replenishing, I guess. Got in some new dwarf warriors, or just some miners? Either way, I'm sure we can handle it. We've got a secondary dwarf army coming on in from over here, though. And actually, if Loud Sea can stay here and lure them in. Don't have very good ambush chance just yet with him. A few turns of waiting like this, we should have a better opportunity. So Grombrindle plus this army will likely be too much for us.
I have a scent.
Yeah, we need you to move. As fast as you can, you need to move. I'd like to stay for a turn in the Monolith of Haka to get some more replenishment, but I don't think we're going to be able to. So onward.
Forth, my thralls.
-6 control. It's going to be a little while for a rebellion. We need the income, so we can't currently drop our control. Or can't drop our income from there. Here at the Monolith, is there anything we can get to increase killing potential? Probably would be a bad idea anyway. Looks like we are stuck waiting for a few turns to at least break this initial invasion force.
I am no mere follower.
I'd also like to bring Loud Sea back and have him recruit.
The fate architects be.
We just don't have enough gold. Followers of Chaos. Very demanding.
Seek out. Breathe in shadow.
Zitan. Showing off their fancy dwarf. I guess the Aisling tribe came back for a moment. Gone once more. But never forgotten, I guess. As also, Karnath's sons have been sent to oblivion. They're trying to show off all their fancy diggy tools. Soon I will have access to the teleport. When do I get that? Ah, here we go. Zinch's Boons 3, so we need 770 Zinch Glory, and then we can teleport, which is just an automatic ambush on whichever army you can reach, which is just insane. If you've ever had this happen to you, I only ever have when I'm playing on my own campaigns, but it is a nightmare.
Marvelous. Magical.
Well, Khazran Doomtamer, it seems like you have fallen into our ultimate trap.
The horror.
It's gonna be, can we escape back away from you after going for this attack? Let's do it.
Twist them into.
Wait, you can't run away, you're in the underway. The purest of shenanigans. Nah, because then Grombrindle will be able to take us down.
Such prismatic.
He can move a very long ways.
I like.
How much of our movement do we use by going into March?
Move. New.
Because if we can use March stance to get away from him,
Marvelous. Magical.
I don't trust that at all.
Mad.
And we're going to be able to get double teamed by Grombrindle and Khazran next turn. Oh, but you gotta pay extra.
Chaos and carnage.
Let's move to the Monolith of Orgald here for the extra replenishment. And I really think, Loud Sea's in a bad time. In for a bad time, rather.
You know who I am.
I do. Khazran's taking some attrition here, quite a bit. Let's fall back to the Monolith of Valmir.
A new home.
I would really rather squash that army.
Me.
Can't go into any other stance. That's great.
Those who serve the changer.
Please, no
may
ROR units
come.
either. All right, Lousy, you either survive or you
herald
don't.
the changer, come to me.
Our Duress probably could use Rapid Ruination for more speed. Actually, what's the Pavane? Kind of an I think it was an overpriced. Yeah, it's kind of an overpriced Spirit Leech, but this one allows us to give them the Rampage effect, which we could give to some either the Thunderers, Quarrelers, or any other kind of dangerous range unit. Yeah, let's give gifted Rampage.
Demon
It's
Prince.
the best kind of gift. Even though we get more replenishment here, I actually think we need to move past that way we can reinforce.
Search of conquest.
Not great. Kevin's gonna be not maxed out, but he himself is a monster.
Sacrifice.
Yep, no extra spending of the gold because we are likely to lose it anyway. Here at Altar of Spawns, though. Can you grab anything that makes us more gold? Please, more gold. Keep. We need better soldiers. So our next call is going to be the Zechian Altar for Ink Horrors. Where's the elite military building? Flying Tower of Zeech. Zangor's Forsaken Spawn and Flamers. These are all pretty nasty. Forsaken Hellstriders, which I've never found much luck with. My Hellstriders die so quickly. You charge them in and they melt. They do more damage to themselves almost on the charge. Yeah, it'll be the ZG on our altar if anything else. Save up some gold then. Alright, that we can do. We're making the old 666 once more, which is definitely not a bad omen.
The shade.
One thing I wasn't expecting to do is to all retreat back to the Gore Hunt Hall together. Looks like everything's still on fire, so they haven't really rebuilt their defenses, which is great to see. What isn't so great to see?
You are mistaken.
We disbanded one unit. What are you up to, Grombrindle? He's got to be recruiting through global, otherwise there's no way he'd be getting just miners. None of these settlements are all that built up either. Raka Ornspatek is only, it's like tier 1. Azad Damund is probably where he started from.
Empower magic.
Oh, the Kevin's back. You guys are... Excuse me. What are you doing?
I'll hear you out, but know that you stink.
Why are you in my territory?
I will use that when we
What on earth? We get attacked randomly by Einar here. We're in all the trouble. Well, I don't have time to worry about you. I gotta move up and deal with Grombrindle.
serves chaos.
We're gonna move Kevin up to the Acelings Conclave, make them choose. And then I think we can...
Shame.
He can't quite reach. So we'll have you come out of this settlement as far as you can.
Find my disc.
We're still inside the
Shall I
circle of protection.
Big
Go. Don't know if you'll be able to reach the Gorhan Hall next turn, but that's the intent. Kevin, while you're here...
Sorcerer.
Ooh, there's a bunch of lame stuff here in Isgard. Can we please grab any ROR units? Answer is no.
serve.
Okay, so fighting against
Serve
Grombrindle.
chaos.
Really, we just need a few more... Well, he's got the Furies over here with Lao Tzu, but let's... grab 2 Blue Furies, or Blue Horrors, that'd be great. We can replace them with better units later on.
I herald thee.
Einar, I would prefer it if you just leave. Sending them the trespass warning makes them mad. I'm not sure why you're in my land. Go fight Cetra. That is obviously going to be a full-time job. Alright, a new mission. seeking yet greater glories. I earned 3,000 of any type of demonic glory. We're a long ways off, and for our reward we get 50 of each. Good job getting 3,000. Here's a nickel. We'll spit it all in one place. 6 Kislev Cathar Empire armies on the field. Currently we have to deal with Grombrindle. This little speed bump you've given us is about to end. Why did you send him away? Grombrindle knows it's going to be a brutal defeat. I'm not sure what his little expedition into the monolith was about, but he's back where he belongs. Probably because Cetra's starting to build up again. I really feel for Cetra. He's going to have a hard time breaking through all of those forces of chaos. In Kevin. Plan is just to leave a blackened smear and nothing more. We got 2 gyrocopters and 1 grudge thrower.
Conquest.
Let's bring a loud sea on over to even the odds a bit.
Change is coming.
We can just reach the normal way. That makes things way easier.
Shape new places.
I'm not sure why you decided to run. We had a much bigger and better battle with everyone, but now we'll just move on and crush Angry Santa. I guess without any backup. Sorry there, Grombrindle. To the void. Alright. The funny thing is, our front line is very weak compared to Grombrindle's. Dwarf warriors are very sturdy. We'll have Marauders of Zinch in the center. I want them taking all of the weakened coral fire they have left. Let's go ahead and throw Odin Marauders of Slanesh in the center.
We fight for change.
What we're gonna do is have these guys in a bit more of a square formation, so they kind of feel like more of a phalanx. Now we can surround them, and then we can either blow them up with magic or our blue fire, which we have plenty of. Spread the blue fire out as much as we can, and we'll scroll down twice. That way they're not tripping on each other's ankles. Makes them quite cross. Bombers are on this side, so that's where we're going to put our horrors. Behind the line, of course. I'm going to have my Seekers hiding over here. These guys were devastating last time, but if they get caught by 1 explosive volley, they're gone. Immediately we'll then be sleeping with the fishes. Do both of the bloodletters on this side, and then the demonettes over here, because they're intact. Let's have the individual heroes leading their patrons, warriors into battle. So bloodletter on this side. Kind of keep it kind of canonical. Gotta land for a moment. Got our Guardian Furies, which we need to kind of keep around the most important units, or whichever ones are in combat. Heroes, that is. Air Force can go find different groups of their archers and have them wish they were never born. Yeah, I need to wait a minute 53 though for our reinforcements, and that's what we're going to do. This is what we are going to attempt to do, because they do have artillery. We're going to hide back here in the woods ever so slightly. Wait for Loud Sea to come on in and help. So heroes, infantry, missile boys, and then everyone else. Let's get them. I will send Kevin on over though. Let's get up in the air there, bud. A bit more dangerous in the sky. I'm gonna send him with the Shielded Furies. So they're gonna roll as a group. Come on over, do some harassing. Let's make sure the rest of our army. So how far can those grudge throwers fire? Is it not showing us because they're not here, or because it's not wanting to show us? Either way, let's make sure we're on one side of this set of pins, which I think is a geographic blocker. And if it's not, we're going to find out the hard way. Doesn't look like it is. Going on over here, we're going to harass these poor gyrocopters. I don't think they have anything they can do about it. Especially if I drop some surprise blue horrors. They're launching those rocks. We're dodging it though, even if on accident. How much barrier do you have currently, good old Kevin? 137, so pretty pitiful amount. Plan is we're going to try to exactly force them to go away from the army. And now we charge. Furies come over with. Each's Firestorm costs absolute tons. We're going to wait to use that. Kevin the anti-helicopter. One swing and you survive. You should be very glad. That's all you get. Didn't actually give them the attack order. That was my mistake. Kevin brutally hunts down these gyrocopters. Can we drop their armor just by a little bit here? While they get up to that brutal task, Nazi and company have arrived. Yep, look at you in a group. Here come all the Furies. We'll get them in the secondary group there. Know where those brimstone guns are going to be able to get to. You start running up this way, we'll have all of our spearmen doing the same there. I want the Frolicker's Bubonic out on the flanks. If anyone's going to get blown up, I would prefer it be ROR units. For no reason other than because I'm crazy. Ink Horror is there. Have our Furies kind of move up and screen the area. Alright, fleeing all the way off the map. Let's make sure we don't get hit by any of the artillery pieces. Crossbows are starting to blast. Let's go ahead and get those Furies out of there. Kevin also doesn't have the most health. Magic do we have access to? 52. Let's go for a single blue fire there. Gotta fly along the outside. Unleash the tornadoes. You just go ahead and fall back. Anyone that does take out is going to be great. Now, bugger your spell resistance. Your forehead suddenly sprouts 3 extra legs. No one's ready for that one. Did my Furies escape like I asked them to? Just not far enough? Bring it on there, Dolly. On all wizards. They attack minus 50%, can't move. That's pretty devastating. Furies, you stay over here just in case these catapults do need to find out. You'll dodge that rock, no problem. I don't think the normal grudge throwers have any kind of seeking capabilities. Really don't like my Furies here. Come on over, it's perfectly safe. Horrors didn't move up. Come on, lads. Get into position. Kevin's dodging rocks for science. Science and chaos. Let's bring the other blue horrors. Where are you guys at? Come on up. Do some helping. All of my aerial units ready to become the threats they all know they are. Speed yourself up. And actually, I'm going to drop these blue horrors here to be a distraction. Yeah. I'm also going to stop Grombrindle from reinforcing. I don't really care about dropping his melee attack. I just want to deal with these catapults. The rest of my infantry can get in. And open to being dealt with. That's that. Those guys are shattered. Kevin, would you like to give this Thane a hug? That worked very well for disruption. In fact, go ahead and drop this Thane's armor. Give yourself some more armor. And then while we're at it, unleash the Firestorm. Just keep you nearby for the extra ward save. Enjoy. They managed to move very quickly. Nice wasted volley of blasting charges. We love to see it. Grombrindle doesn't want to actually come fight, but I don't trust that Kevin's not going to take some damage. Go ahead and pull him away for a moment, and we can re-engage after rest of our army moves their merry way over here. Let's go see how much damage blue fire does to these Iron Drakes. If you hit quite close.
Demon Prince.
Swooping around like an absolute G. We need, but once again, look for an easy target.
I will raise it.
They're all disrupted like a hive of ants now.
Conquest. Repositioning.
Actually, instead of using the blue fire, let's see, you just keep moving on over here like a threat you all know you are. You sprint on in. Watch out for those crossbow bolts. It's kind of bolts wasted on their part, but
Demon Prince.
still don't like taking free damage.
Next target. Evisceration.
I'm laying on these Iron Drakes.
Precious deviants.
You move a little bit closer. Let's go ahead and rampage this group. Stay close enough to the Gromriddle can't move. Then Kevin can bombard these Iron Drakes.
Conquer.
They've got the rampage. You need to fall back aggressively. Let's land in this group. Make you better at giving us some more magics. Yeah, let's just go ahead and start blocking the infantry and sending them in. Furies stop individual groups of crossbows from firing. You need to pull away. Well, no, actually, you're winning that fight. Let's pull back for a quick moment. Come back over to our blue horrors, have them start blanketing the line in Doom. Keep trying to avoid Big Papa himself. We'll have the pink horrors blast them to bits. Let's see, probably doesn't need anyone fighting him, but he's doing alright for now. The Sky Screamers come over the top and get ready to blast the ground with their laser beams. Well done, Furies. Well done, Kevin, although you've taken quite a bit of damage. Dropping some more blue horrors behind them. Surge once again. This is excellent. Let's have you rush in and karate chop these hammerers. Drop down the laser beams. Can't wait to get the laser beams used on units that are a little bit more, or less armored. You guys fall on back. Make sure you're blasting into the hammerers here. They're gonna be pretty dangerous. Spearmen, you charge in and take their place.
Marauders of Sitch! Flee their minds!
Play their minds. Let's not get exploded by another volley if we can help it. I see lots of fleeing Dawi. We're about to lose our demonettes though. Pull back behind the line, we'll bring the blue horrors in.
This will be
Thane, you. Blue horrors all move in to fight with Gromriddle. Everyone else turn around and let's fight these miners. Actually, instead of going after Gromriddle himself, let's break the leadership by dealing with this Thane. Have our Furies facing off the most elite units that are coming back. Huge battlefield here. A lot going on. Sky Screamers, come on and smash into the back here. That Thane gone. Don't see him any longer. Gromriddle can fight blue horrors all day. Let's bring you over to help out. Lots of broken and fleeing Dawi. Looks to be a aggressive victory for us. Send those princes in to go after those hammerers. And then our Blood Reaper, once he's close enough, drop those debuffs down on Gromriddle and start clobbering. Angry Santa versus the Hot Dog Man. And the entire Roman Senate. Background, Kevin just floats around hyper aggressively. I think we can come on in a little bit closer and at least threaten old Grombrindle. Blood Reaper's taking some damage, so let's pull him away, let the Senate do some more work. Look at these poor fools. They come around behind. Just blast these Dwarf Warriors to bits. Any more pink horrors that are kind of nearby and needing some units to slay? Skulls of the Skull Throne. You guys work together. Kevin, come up away. Grombrindle is a mean target. Keep tagging each other in and out. I'm gonna bring these pink horrors up to kind of keep steering off the Dolly, but it looks like they're broken. You flies, come on in. On them. Just get all the extra captives. Grombrindle fights forever. Weaken him in it all. Come on over here and stand next to them. You need to flee. You're dangerous, but Grombrindle has you beat. Any of our blue horrors, we can bring them over here and use their guardian. Hurry up, we need extra to drop that melee attack by 25. You land on in here and do some damage. Triple team Grombrindle here. Battering us at our own blue horrors. What do you mean it wasn't meant to be? You're fine. Being dramatic, we just have to deal with Grombrindle, which is surprisingly difficult. Slow that speed on old boy. And with the three of us, though, it's a dangerous hero core. Swing Grombrindle gets back is going to be devastating, though. Let's make sure no one's dying. And the Blood Reaper's taking the most damage. And there's the end for Grombrindle. He exploded into paste. Nothing left but his axe. Oh no, here he is. White Dwarf falls. He will definitely be back, so we need to move quickly. I am going to hunt down the rest of these Dalby for some extra glory, and I'll catch you all in a moment. Alright, and Grombrindle has been sent back to the Ancestors, and we claim back our lost territory. Only losing 149 in that battle. We will claim this back for Slanesh. We got Beardhammer. This time the tables have been turned on the last Dalby redoubt. He'll be back to avenge himself, be certain of that. Our whole army is now 10% faster, and then we cause a terror while fighting against the dwarfs. It's going to be great. So Laozi is now on a disc of siege. He'll be zooming all over the battlefield. Don't have to worry about him falling in combat nearly as easily now. And now we control 3 provinces. Awesome. 110 more corn glory and then a smattering of everyone else. Works for me. We've gained now the arms spikes. Extra smashing. The armored sentient tail, which will just do damage to everything around you. It whips around and does as much damage as possible. Brutal bloody conflict. We also get 10% more movement for all armies. We now also have unlocked our plate bearers. And the broken horns. Son of Xeris. Sweet business. Awesome. We can also now unlock the iridescent horrors and give us more melee attack while fighting against Nurgle. A little bit late on that one. Paragon of Change. Let's take a look at some of our new body pots. I think this one is going to be the best to keep for our Tzeentchian build currently, but Broken Horns does give the purple Son of Xeris, which is great. A little bit less random. I don't know how much more damage it does, though, than... or if it does more damage than the Blue Fire. Or Tzeentch's Firestorm. We also gain the Call for Power, which gives us a little bit more damage for a while, but at the cost of rampaging. I like control of my lord the whole time there. For our Aged Wings. Look. Awesome. Yes, they're kind of raveny, but they look way more like Angel Wings. He's like kind of a corrupted, demonic Angel of Tzeentch. Also, we got Paragon of Change for even more barrier regeneration, and then Arcane Flight. So as long as Winds of Magic are 15 or greater and he is flying, he has more spell mastery. That seems great. Switch out those muscly arms for ones that are spiked up. Plus the arms that have mutated a bit. Armored a corpulent tail just for the slime trail. Where is more damage? We can go all in on Zeech. I like kind of mixing and matching though. Corpulent tail's great. Well, it's like a baby dragon. Baby dragon or more hit points on our barrier. I don't think we actually already have Greater Magic Bond. Let's see. Arcane Mirth is just going to really speed up our power recharge as long as we're not fighting. Which I actually am going to be fighting with him quite a bit. Timbered Rage is still the best one we've got so far for our chess piece too. This is looking pretty good. He's like very, very angry. Although... Power recharge and reserves per second. Yeah, that's just the best one to go for. Make sure we can keep chucking magic out left and right.
I have ascended.
Knowing Diplomat gives us all just an increased income from all regions faction-wide. So,
Kislev's fallen champion.
thick skin, the brass collar. Brass collar is probably a pretty good call. I'm betting a lot of the Dabi forces are going to have some innate fire resistance, and that'll just eliminate it fully. Let's go kill first, because he was taking a little bit of damage from Grombrindle.
Hellish power.
We can eliminate all damage from Grombrindle. We're in some good shape. Hysterical Frenzy drops Rampage. Oh, and it's a flip of the coin. That is a nice, versatile spell. I could either use it on an ally to make them an absolute monster, or an enemy to make them Rampage and make them weaker. Hates Corn. The extra chance to steal magical items is also very good. Let's snag more items.
Marvelous.
Because they can completely change how strong some of our units are here. First, Horrors to give them more strength, and I'm guessing damage? No, just... I was figuring it was weapon strength and ammunition, but barrier works too.
Winners!
Corruption. I think we should continue to make his magic stronger. Treason of Tzeentch is going to be... Let me look at the ability. -10 leadership. Yes, please.
Fabulous.
As soon as the unit breaks, that is game over with our Slaneshi Vanguard units. With our newly claimed territory, let's come on over and upgrade the Altar of Spawns. I'm going to take... Gets 2,000 to the heliport. Quite expensive. Or we can grab our flying Tower of Tzeentch and actually start upgrading our army, which I think we want to do. Grab this first. We need more income. But before we upgrade our armies, we should have plenty. Not sure what Gazran's going to try to do. I'm betting he's just going to look for another squishy settlement to take down, but I think I can take this army with anything we have left here. So we'll come on back in and start favoring Tzeentch again. More Tzeentch glory and corruption. 596. We need to steam on towards the 700 so we can grab teleport and go straight through the mountain like they've been doing. Yes. White. Blood Brothers. Determined to please Khorne further, his servants elect to brand their own hides with his flaming iron. Their screams are beyond horrifying, and the caustic stench of burning demon flesh is unforgettable. The rite plunges them into an enduring hunger for slaughter, requiring no other sustenance. Just burn yourself repeatedly. So now we got the Blood Brothers. Extra upkeep production for Khorne units, recruitment cost reduction, and then a couple extra buffs to their combat stats. And whole turns. I thought we already had a mission issued for the Mightiest Fortress, but here we are. Undivided and Nurgle Corrupt or Glory, and then a fair bit for everyone else. It's gonna be a while before we get a settlement up to tier 5, though. Zertha X should be chasing off Khazran, who is gonna attrition down to nothing. Kevin, I'm gonna have you kick out. Well, we not kick out. Give him to Lao Tzu. Give Lao Tzu your extra horrors. That's two. We'll likely just give Kevin some elite You just like spawn or Zangors on the other side. Zinchi and Spawn are great because they rip armor off the enemy. They've got a nice sundering ability. Fits and Gallows. Even more experience gain per turn, plus 200. Monolith of Valmir. I am tempted to go for just even more gold. Increase the gold everywhere. More Tzeentch Corruption and Tzeentch Glory, I think, is going to be the call. Nope, I lied. More money. And then Loud Sea will just have you go into ambush. Try to lure the Dobby back over here. That would work. We'll have Kevin camp for a turn here in the Monolith of Torgald. We'll come on through and start clapping some Dobby cheeks. For now, I'm out of time for today. I've been at Space Wars in Total War. Leave a like for the light god and a sub for the sub. See you all in the next one.